My God, I don't think we're gonna spend this much time talking about this damn pay-per-view, so let's just go on ahead and get into it. This is my FastLane pay-per-view review thoughts, and moving forward into WrestleMania, what do I think is going to happen? Yay! So, I've watched this pay-per-view from top to bottom. Normally, I'll watch a pay-per-view, or at least some matches, twice before I do this recording, and sometimes I have my cousin here. He's not here, so we're just gonna jump right into it. FastLane started off. I literally watched this thing top to bottom. So it started off with the pre-show with I don't know if there was another pre-show match, but I saw the Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio. 2 out of 3 falls match. Kalisto won that after Alberto Del Rio. Look, this was basically all 3 of the matches they've already had put into one match. Literally, that's all this was. All 3 of the matches they've already had put into one match. Literally. So Kalisto retained, which was good. Then we had AJ Styles being in like the I guess the internet room, like the fan room. You know how like the BET Awards and like certain award shows, they'll have like the social media access room where they pull a celebrity in there and then ask them a couple of questions off Twitter, Facebook. They had that with AJ, asked him about how it feels to be traveling all over the world compared to working in WWE, yada yada yada, basic questions. So after that, pay-per-view started, and we started the pay-per-view with the Divas tag team match, which was Team Bad versus Team NXT. Team NXT, of course, got the win after Sasha hit the locked on the bait statement to, I believe, Naomi. I believe the match itself was very good. I actually like all 4 competitors in this ring tonight. All 4 of my favorite competitors are in this match when it comes to the Divas division, except for Bayley and Asuka. They weren't in this match. So, and Gail Kim, but she doesn't work for the company anymore, so that doesn't matter. But the match itself was pretty good. It was a good way to open the show, good way to showcase the Divas division. And I'm going to make up a very interesting point at the end of this, but we'll talk about it later. Just remember this match, and remember this Divas Championship match that we're going to talk about in a second. The next match on the card was, I actually don't remember, so let me pause. The next match we had on the card was the Intercontinental Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. This match was pretty good. It's a Kevin Owens match, so it's a Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler match, so you know it's going to be at least 3.5 stars or higher, which it was. Kevin Owens got the win with the pop-up powerbomb. I think the match lasted about 15-20 minutes, something like that, but it was a really good match. And then next thing we know, we got the Big People versus the Wyatts. The Big People won. Stupid. Then we had our Divas Championship match, Brie Bella versus Charlotte. This match was good. This match was really, really good. I will give the devil her due, and Brie really worked as hard as she could tonight. Am I saying this match was a 5-star match? No. What I'm saying was Charlotte was good at what she had to do, and that was be a heel in this whole Daniel Bryan controversy. All she had to do was be a heel, and that's what she did, and she did it very well. Brie Bella did her job as being a sympathetic face who's somebody in her family or a friend, something bad happened to them, so they gave her a little push, they gave her a title shot, but did not put the belt on Brie. They did not need to put the belt on Brie. If they would have put the belt on Brie, it would have absolutely scrubbed everything that they have been building in the Divas division. And like I said, remember this match when we talk about the main event, because maybe they could take notes from the Divas division. I'm just saying, they could take notes from the goddamn Divas division at this point. And then we had Jericho Styles 3. Each match they've had has progressively gotten better. I would say match number 2 had a little bit more hype from the audience. This match reminded me of something straight from New Japan. I know Jericho said, I was it, you follow my shoes, yada yada yada. I know Jericho's traveled all over the world, yada yada. But at this point, Jericho is a WWE guy. No matter what, he's been in WCW, he's been in ECW for a little bit, he's been everywhere but TNA. So I get it. The match was, like I said, the match was really, really good. I think I like the SmackDown match a little bit Okay, the SmackDown match had a little bit more hype. This one was like if this had the proper crowd, if this had a post WrestleMania crowd or something like that, or even if this match happened at the Rumble, the crowd was mild this whole pay-per-view. So do not blame the crowd for this match. I know there's gonna be the AJ haters like AJ isn't over to listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd for this whole match. The crowd got into the match a lot with the dual Y2J AJ style chants. So the match was really, really good. Jericho did his job. He played the heel. He even called AJ a stupid son of a bitch around the end of the match. AJ took a lot of hard bumps, but the match was really, really stiff, really good. AJ won with a calf crusher. He hit the Styles Clash, but Jericho kicked out of the Styles Clash, and the people are trying to say that they're officially killing the Styles Clash. I don't think they're killing the Styles Clash. I just don't want AJ. They don't want AJ to just be known for the Styles Clash, because think about who he hits the Styles Clash on back in TNA, New Japan. They're smaller. He's in the WWE, the Line of the Giants. So they're really going to rework his style to. They're really reworking his style to be more mat based and less aerial based. You know, more strike based. So we still haven't seen the spiral tap before 50 splash and things like that. So all that's coming. And after this point of the pay-per-view, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So at this point, if you notice, no championships has changed hands. Nothing too predictable has happened. Well, nothing too unpredictable has happened. So at this point, we get Edge and Christian. Edge, a lot of you know, is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, top 5. Or top 10, depending on how we're looking at it. If we're talking about WWE or full wrestling. Anyways, Edge and Christian brought out the New Day. They chopped it up a little bit. It was funny-ish. It was funny-ish watching those two go back and forth. Edge and Christian pretty much accused them of being the new them. The New Day being a new ENC. That happened. And then for some reason, instead of the New Day did the whole thing of, oh, we beat them, who's left? Then Edge and Christian start talking about the League of Booty. The League of Booty comes out. They started talking about the New Day. Xavier had this, oh my gosh, y'all actually do suck look on their face. So, it was mostly once the League of Nations came out, it was pretty much just Edge and Christian, Kofi and Xavier exchanging words with them. Not Xavier. Kofi and Big E exchanged words with them, while Xavier just had this complete look of utter disgust on his face. Like, why are you in my ring? Literally, if you go back and watch that segment, look at Xavier Woods' face while he's not talking, while the League of Nations is in the ring. He is like, bruh, y'all are actually terrible. y'all should just separate. Wade Barrett, go home. I love you, Wade, but that's how Xavier looked. After this, like I said, they go to the outside. They essentially, with this segment, turned the New Day face. They turned the New Day face to go against the League of Nations at WrestleMania. It wasn't Enzo and Cass. It wasn't Chad and Gable. It wasn't Dash and Dawson. It wasn't the other last name tag team down under NXT. It was the New Day. Yay, New Day versus League of Booty. Or I love Edge for a reason. The look on his face, he had a look of utter disgust on his face too. And you can tell during his promo, he was kind of upset with certain people. Like, who was it? Del Rio. He was upset with Del Rio. Del Rio's like, I ended your career 5 years ago. And then Edge was like, even I've still done more in the ring in 5 years since you've done that. And it was just a whole bunch of like, the International House of Dumbasses line got me. So I give that segment 3 stars just for that line alone. But this whole segment was just pretty much to put over the show, their new internet show on the network, which was actually interesting. I don't know what it was about that show, but I could not turn it off. I was like, I knew The Walking Dead was recorded. I can watch The Walking Dead, but I want to watch this. So whatever. The triple threat to see who is going to face Triple H at WrestleMania. You have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Now, first of all, let me start by saying, I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan in the world. When he's gone too long, I start to miss him. But other than that, I can take him every other week, suplexing people for the hell of it, and F5ing people, which is always fun for me. Then you have Dean Ambrose, who is the most over guy in the company when it comes to your main event. And then you have my personal favorite, Roman Reigns. I feel like a John Cena fan every time I say I'm Roman Reigns friends now, because that's essentially what they've done to him. They could have avoided all the stereotypical things that happen with John Cena with Roman Reigns to make him an actual babyface. But no, they kept him on the same fucking path of John Cena to make him the most polarizing guy of our new generation, which is so stupid to me. Was just give the fans what they want. Give them Brock Lesnar, give them Brock Lesnar, or give them Dean Ambrose. Leave Roman Reigns alone. Let him turn heel or something. Let him find something other. Maybe he needs to have a self-reflecting moment or something. Like, even if what if he doesn't lose at WrestleMania? What if he had like the self-reflecting moment, like, I thought I've done everything I could do to do this. I even fought my brother. I beat my brother at FastLane. I went through the beast himself, Brock Lesnar, and I still couldn't do it. What am I doing wrong? Are these boos actually starting to get to me? Or do I need to change the way I work? Just have him have this self-reflecting moment. I say all this because Roman Reigns won. Which I'm totally fine with. At the same time, I'm not, because like I said, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. But at this point, I know he's the John Cena. I know he's John Cena. I understand he's the John Cena. Nobody wants him actually in the main event, but we want him there. We want Roman Reigns there. We understand that Roman Reigns is going to be your new guy. Trust me, we completely understand that. That's why they boo him. That's why they boo him. We completely understand. We want him. Y'all want him to be the new next John Cena. He has to look. He can actually work in the ring. He can get better on the mic. He's slowly getting better on the mic. He shouldn't be on the mic all the time, but when he's on the mic, he should be good at it. I would have rather actually had the experimental match with Dean Ambrose versus Triple H for the title at WrestleMania than Roman Reigns at this point. I don't think they should have gave it to him at this point. I think we could have had Reigns Lesnar 2 at WrestleMania just so Roman Reigns can be like, okay, I may not be able to win the title, but I can still prove that I can beat you. Something like that. But no, we had Roman Reigns winning to face Triple H, which is going to be so stupidly booked just to try to make Roman Reigns face, and we're not going to buy it. WrestleMania is the smart crowd. There's certain numbers of crowds that are just the smart crowds. It's the SummerSlam crowd, the SummerSlam Raw crowd, the WrestleMania Raw crowd, and the WrestleMania crowd. Those are your 4 crowds throughout the year. And sometimes at the end of the year, maybe for like TLC, you'll get a really smart crowd. But other than that, you're going to kill Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be a failure, and it's going to be because y'all kept pushing him down our throat because y'all wanted something to work. And I said, remember the Divas match. Remember the whole Divas title in general. We had Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks come up at the end, around us in the summertime. They put the belt on Charlotte in September. She's holding his belt until WrestleMania. But who her contender is, we all know it's going to be Sasha Banks or a triple threat between the 3 members of the 4 Horsewomen. But their build to it is great. I believe on this pay-per-view, we should have had Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the title, just to get it out the way, and then have Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar for the title. No disqualification. That way we can still see Brock Lesnar go through 2 announce tables, or them beat the shit out of whatchamacallit. Like, they could have did something like, I don't know if they would have done that. Like, have Triple H. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me throw this out there. I was gonna say, like, have Triple H beat Roman Reigns, but that would mean you will have Brock Lesnar main eventing. Or this could be a good one. if you really want to turn Reigns heel, if you really wanted to do Brock versus Triple H at WrestleMania, but you didn't know how to get there, you have Triple H versus Roman Reigns. You have Triple H versus Roman Reigns at this pay-per-view, and you have Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose for #1 contendership. You have Triple H beat Roman Reigns, and you have Reigns cost Dean Ambrose his title. Turn Reigns heel, have Reign Ambrose at WrestleMania, have Brock Lesnar, Triple H for the title at WrestleMania. Fine, people are going to be happy. It's not what the fans actually want, but it'll suffice. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Divas are being booked better than your main event right now. I honestly believe the Divas are being booked better than your main event. The promos are better for the most part in the Divas division. They're not 100% stellar. The matches are good, are really, really good in the Divas division. If you talk about your main 5 competitors, Tamina, Naomi, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, you have 5 solid females, and you have a nice undercast when you have Brie Bella, Alicia Fox, and your NXT divas. You have your other divas that pop up every now and then, like Eva Marie and Cameron. And then you go down to Bayley, Nia Jax, Asuka. You have a lot of what's her name? The one, not Cameron, Carmella. I actually like Carmella. And you have all these. What's the other one? The one with the gold hair now, Alexa Bliss. You have the divas are so much better. The divas in the women's division, so much better than the main event on Raw right now. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you've enjoyed this review, I know, first I just woke up. The best thing on this card was literally, it's a tie between the Divas Championship match and the AJ Styles Jericho match. Those were 2 of your best matches on the card. If you don't like the slow pacing of the Styles Jericho match, then you're probably going to say it was the Kevin Owens Dolph Ziggler match. Other than that, this was just the filler pay-per-view of the year, so they can make a little bit extra money to get a little bit more props for WrestleMania. This was the prop money getting show. So, like I said, if you enjoyed the show, show me what your favorite match was down below. Who do you want to see in the main event? Who did you want to see in the main event of WrestleMania? What is your dream WrestleMania card? Given the information that we have now, just leave all the information below. You can follow me on any types of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Twitch, all linked down in the description below. Share the video out with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with all of that being said, I am DaAverageGamer Shawn. I will see you guys later for my post-Raw recap to see if they're actually going to change anything. And I am out of here.